Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 23rd, 2021. I want to talk about heavily shorted stocks and how to trade them. So with that, here are the top heavily shorted stocks. Top of the list we got TIGR, a Chinese-based stock trading company, up Fintech, $12 stock, and it's got a very heavy short ratio, 47%. And then we got Sunlight, BGFV, AGC, and so on and so forth. We will look at these in little more detail. At the high level, as you trade these heavily shorted stocks, look at what insiders are doing and what institutions are doing. For example, TIGR, there is a very heavy institution buying at this time. It could be good to buy along with the institutions. And same story with Big Five Sporting Goods and AGC, PBTS, and even Neuro and Blink and OOF. So on the other hand, if you see institutions selling, you watch out a little bit and be a little careful. And if you see insiders selling and institutions are not doing much, again it's a little bit be careful. And in case of Best here, insider not doing much, but institutions are selling. You got to be a little more careful there. And also look at fundamentally great companies. For example, TIGR, fundamentally good from a quarter over quarter sales growth perspective and gross margin perspective. So you could buy such stocks when RSI is low. Here RSI is 35, tells the stock is sold off. You could buy and take advantage in such situations. And same story with Big Five, solid fundamentals, sales growth here, and RSI is low. And you could do, in case of Neuro, it's RSI is a little higher for me. I would wait for a little more pullback. But on the other hand, in case of Workhorse or in case of Blink, I think they got low RSI, okay sales growth in case of these two companies. And we got Smile Direct, I think nice sales growth, but RSI indicates it's a little hot at this time. Better wait for it to cool off. So with that, let's jump in and look at the top news here from a heavily shorted stocks. So up Fintech, they miss by 18 cents and they also miss on the revenue. But stock soars either way because there's a triple digit growth in the funded accounts. So I think it could be good to look at TIGR here. Stock is completely oversold. There is some opportunity to invest slowly and accumulate. And then we got Powerbridge Technologies, PBTS. Looks like they're enabling the supply chain transparency and traceability with blockchain technologies. I think that's a good one to watch and buy slowly. And we got Workhorse. It looks like stock has been sinking of late. They halt their electric vehicle deliveries, electric van deliveries. And they had their vehicles required some additional testing to comply with the federal regulations. So that's why stock came down. Could be intriguing to buy a little bit of Workhorse here and wait. Stock may go up on a good news given it has very heavy short ratio. And we got Blink charging here. They announced some positive things here. They have they're partnering with City of San Antonio for their first electric vehicle charger deployments. I think that's a good news for Blink charging here. And we got Smile Direct here. They're focusing on growth initiatives. That's always good. And GOEV Canoo. It's beaten down for so long. According to tip ranks, it's got a nice favorable entry point here. And we got here three leading EV stocks to buy: FSR, GM, and PTRA. We should look at these and see if it's good to buy at these levels. And we got two strong stocks to buy with heavy short interest, according to tip ranks, HRTX and CRSR. And Ocugen is making some news here. Looks like their India-based partner concludes COVID-19 vaccine in children. And also their phase 2 trials are coming out, and we'll see how is the results by next month. So with that, these are the top shorted stock news, and we'll go into charts and see what we can make out. From a high level market perspective, we got SPY, S&P 500 ETF. It's trying to make a comeback here. As you can see here, it's trying to bounce off of its 100-day moving average. That could be good time. I think we still need to wait a little bit. Typically, September and October can be volatile. We'll see if this bounce stays, or will you have a little more down time or a pullback. Today futures are up. It tells you we might have a bounce from these levels. I think we should wait a little bit carefully. There'll be more volatile days. We can buy more as we go forward. And then we got QQQ here. It's also trying to bounce off of its 50-day moving average here. I think we'll see if it holds. And same story with DIA and IWM. Both are trying to bounce off of their lows here and trying to make a small comeback here. So with that, let's jump in and look at heavily shorted stocks. So at the top of the list, we got TIGR or Uptech. Uptech, very heavily shorted. Short float is 47%. And we got Sunlight, BGFV, AGC, so on and so forth. So the way to read this chart is we got to look at what insiders are doing and what institutions are doing. For example, TIGR, Uptech, Fintech, nice institution buying here. That's a good news here. We should probably look at buying this TIGR here, take advantage of what institutions are doing, given there is a very low RSI and nice sales growth, fundamentally good company. On the other hand, Sunlight here, they don't have sales growth. As you can see here, sales is 0 and very high short ratio. Here you got to be a little bit careful unless you are a contrarian. You should wait a little bit before you buy. Even though RSI is low, because there is no sales growth, a fundamental investor will not buy Sunlight. So that's why if you're a contrarian, you could buy some. You could also see here they have a small bounce back in 1-day chart, which is yesterday. I think as a contrarian, you could buy some. It might have potential, but no sales, as you can see here. And then you got Big 5, AGC, and so on and so forth. Big 5 right now, RSI is at 47. Nice sales growth, as you can see here. Stock is bouncing back in 1-day and 5-day. We could still buy some BGFV here, given institutions are buying heavily. And we got few more here, AGC, PBTS, nice institution buying here, as you can see. And in case of PBTS, there is a nice gross margin. That could be a better candidate here, and also low RSI. On the other hand, we got stocks like Neuro. Neuro has been jumping up and down. Right now, RSI is a little high, above 55. I will wait for a little pullback here before I buy more, given stock has rallied up nicely in 5-day, 10-day, 1 month, so on and so forth. Then we got beaten down stocks like Workhorse, Blink, and WOOF. As you scan through here, Workhorse has got okay sales growth. Same story with Blink. I think we could buy all these 3 stocks here, given they got at least Blink and WOOF have got nice institution buying here. Those 2 are the better candidate here, and low RSI. And we got Smile Direct, a little bit higher RSI. I would wait for a little pullback here, 66, 61, and 68. I would wait for a pullback. But I would like to go with stocks like Nikola, GOEV, IVC. Look at the stocks highlighted in gray background or green background here. Those are the candidates you got to focus on. But be a little bit careful on stocks like Workhorse, where institutions are selling Workhorse. That's a little bit red flag here. But if you're a contrarian, you could take advantage and buy some. They also have some not so great news that their vehicles need some more testing before deliveries. So with that, if you're a options trader, give importance to IV percentile. As you can see here, we got some high IV percentile stocks like Smile Direct and Best. In case of Smile Direct and Best, because it's a high IV percentile, You could sell some put options underneath the stock price for stock like SDC. Best, I guess it's a very low dollar stock. No point in selling put options here. But as you look at few more here, we got IVC as well as we got IVC as well as ESPR, very high very high IV percentile. You could sell some put options underneath the stock price, and basically get in some premium. And same story with the ATER, a little bit high IV percentile. You could take advantage by selling some put options. And as you look through here, always look at how stocks are doing. If you see stock is sold off nicely, all of these have sold off nicely, but you see some short term 1 day or 1 week improvements. As an example, if you see here, TIGR, there's some improvement in 1 day. Same story with Big Five and PBTS. Those are the good candidates. They're showing some turnaround here. I would focus on such candidates and go from there. In a nutshell, look at what insiders are doing, what institutions are doing, and look at the sales growth that indicates nice fundamental companies. Look for gross margin and quarter over quarter sales growth to be more than 40%, and then look for RSI. Make sure RSI is below 55 if you want to buy, and look for some short term 1 day, 5 day improvements. Even though stock is sold off, that tells you stock is trying to turn around here. And few scenarios here. For example, here ESPR, insiders are buying, that shows the conviction. And as you scan through here, RSI, little RSI is 50, you can still buy. And we got one more scenario here, ATER, nice insider buying and also nice institution buying, but RSI is a little high. I would wait for a little pullback here. So with that, let's look at the next page here and see if we can spot few more. As you scan through here, use the same methodology. We got shift here, SFT, nice institution buying here. RSI is 44, tells you stock is oversold here. And there is some turnaround in 1 day. I would buy some shift at these levels and take advantage of this low RSI and institutions buying. And as you scan through here, we got a BTCM, a Bitcoin miner, and it also has a nice institution buying, and nice. I think it's a nice sales growth also. I would buy along with these institutions here. Given Bitcoin has got a RSI of 50, it's still oversold here. And then as you can scan through here, we got a few more. We got skills, SANS, any, all have got nice institution buying. And as you scan through here from an RSI level perspective, low RSI, you could buy those stocks and take advantage of this downturn. And as you scan through here, we got GOEV. GOEV has been trading in the sidelines for a while. There is a nice insider buying and also some institution buying. I think we have to wait for a little more here. If you want to buy now, take advantage of this low RSI, you could. But good news is insiders are buying as well as institutions. And then you got Valadyne here, one of my favorite stocks here. Low RSI, as you can see here, and it's also showing some turnaround in 1 day. I would slowly accumulate Valadyne here and wait for a turnaround. And we got few more. As we scan through here, Hyliion, institutions are buying here. I would buy along with the institutions. This stock also has been selling off and now showing some progress in 1 day. So I would use the same methodology here. Watch what institutions are doing, what insiders are doing. Look for nice sales growth. If you're a institution, if you're a fundamental investor, look for rule of 40, where gross margin plus quarter over quarter sales growth is greater than 40. So with that, I've highlighted few stocks for you with the gray background and green background. Those are the candidates to look at and buy slowly. In this, we also have Lucid here. Lucid is a great stock. The reason I have not highlighted is because Lucid has run up so nicely here. RSI is high. That's why at this point I would wait for a little pullback here. So next we got few more here. As we look through, we got few solid companies here. Look for what institutions are doing. Record, nice institution buying here. Riot is one of my favorite stock here. Stock is sold off so badly with the RSI 33. Nice sales growth. It's good to buy some Riot here. And Riot blockchain is showing some progress in one day. And we got few more here. Nostrum completely sold off, showing some progress here. RSI is 42. Good to buy that one also. As you scan through here, we got few more. Callahan, I think same story. Fubo showing some progress. Institutions buying here and trying to turn around in one day. And Fubo also has a low RSI, which is 39. I would look at those, and you could also look at LTHM, REI, City, and so on and so forth. All of them are showing some turnaround in one day. I think it's good to buy them. Solo had been showing some turnaround, as you can see here. That one is also good to accumulate. And as you scan through, there are some good foundational fundamental companies like Vmware. Vmware is a great stock. It's been sold off very badly. I think it's good to buy some Vmware slowly into this weakness. Also, Fastly, another great internet content delivery company. I would accumulate Fastly into this weakness. Low RSI stock is showing some slight turnaround in one day chart. And we got few more like Sunrun, Prague, SPWR, CDAV, and so on and so forth. Look for what insiders are doing, what institutions are doing. For example, REI. Insiders are buying, that's a great story. Institutions are also buying. Stock is sold off with RSI 49. So it's good to buy some REI also here. So with that, let's jump in and see if we have a few more. So we have a few more here. We got Jumia, one of the great e-commerce play here, low RSI. I would buy some Jumia also here, showing some progress in one day here, and also 10-day in 1 month. And we got Stitch Fix and Real. Both are sold off pretty nicely. RSI is very low. Both have shown some progress in nearer term. I would buy slowly and accumulate. I think both will do well. Both of them will show some progress, and they're known for short squeezes. And then you got here Camping World and Sunworks. As you can see here, Sunworks has nice institution buy here and low RSI. I would buy some Sunworks here along with these institutions here. Even Camping World is good, low RSI. Stock already shown some turnaround, as you can see here. I think it's good to buy on a pullback. And we got few more, FCell, Mara, Marathon. I think both are bought by institutions here. I would buy along with the institutions, low RSI. I think it's good to take advantage of low RSI and wait for a nice bounce back. I think both are showing some progress of bouncing back here. And we got more Chewy, Bloomin, MUIS. All these stocks are at this time in a buy territory. And stocks like MUIS, BNGO, CD have got nice institution purchase here. And as you scan through, low RSI, you could take advantage of this here and buy some and wait for a nice short squeeze. And look here, there is some progress in the one day chart here. So there is a sign of turnaround. So that's why you could buy slowly and accumulate. So with that, we got few charts of these stocks here. First, we got TIGR or Uptech, China-based stock trading company. Nice looking chart, as you can see here. Right now, I think off late, stock has been selling off since July or so, and it's showing some signs of progress here. As you look at the chart here, we got 250-day moving average, 200-day moving average down, and other moving averages on the top. Tells you stock is in a bearish territory here. As you look through on the balance volume, there is some improvement. It's trying to go up slowly. RSI of 39 indicates stock is completely sold off here. And from a check-in money flow perspective, you see some improvement. Money flow is improving here. that shows some signs of turnaround. So you could take advantage of this situation here, buy a fundamentally good company with nice sales growth and nice gross margin at a bargain price, and take advantage of high short ratio and low RSI. And if you are a options trader, you could buy some call option, maybe 70 delta, but be careful. Sometimes if you buy call options on stocks like this which are in a downturn, you can get your money lost, because call options do lose value over the time. That's why for the low dollar stock like TIGR, which don't go up and down drastically, it's good to buy stock outright so that we can wait a little longer and take advantage of this high short ratio. And then you got big five sporting goods here. Nice looking chart. This one is a little more bullish, given 200-day moving average is all the way at the bottom. So that's the bullish sign here. And stock is trying to bounce off of its 25-day or a 50-day moving average here. And on the balance, volume is improving. RSI tells you stock is sold off, trying to gain some momentum here. And on the check-in money flow is also pretty stable right now after dropping. So with that big five, also fundamentally good company, nice sales growth as you can see here, high short ratio, RSI tells you it's oversold, and you could buy some slowly into this weakness and wait for a short squeeze. And then you got Blink here. It's a EV play. As you can see here, stock is kind of in a bearish territory, trying to make some comeback here in the near term. Nice on the balance volume, tells you there are more buyers than sellers. And if you look at the RSI here, RSI tells you it's trying to get some momentum here, and check-in money flow is telling you money flow is pretty stable right now. And I think we can safely buy some Blink at these levels, take advantage of nice sales growth and gross margin and low RSI. And then you got BTCM. I think all the Bitcoin stocks like BTBT, BTCM, Marathon, and even Riot Blockchain, all are in a good position right now. We could take advantage of bad news in the crypto market and buy some at these levels. With BTCM, there is a stock is showing some momentum here, as you can see in the near term. Uh, on the balance volume is pretty steady here, and check-in money flow is also steady. And this company also has nice sales growth, as you can see here, and okay gross margin. Stock is sold off with a low RSI 50 here. I would buy BTCM slowly here, take advantage of low stock price here. And next we got two more here, GPRE. As you see here, nice looking chart. Stock sold off here, came below 100-day moving average. Look what's happening to on the balance volume, still steady. That indicates there are buyers here. And look at the RSI. RSI tells the stock is sold off here, and we should see something gaining momentum here and turning up slowly. Check-in money flow tells you stock money has been going out, which is the case when stock drops like this. This can turn around, like how it happened here, as well as here and here. So I would take advantage of GPRE. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin. Stock is dropped off. RSI is 46, tells you it's oversold here. I would buy some GPRE here. And then you got Beyond Spring here. As you can see here, Beyond Spring stock has been selling off of late. 200-day moving average at the top, but on the balance volume is pretty steady here. Check-in money flow tells you money has flown into the stock here. Right now it's a little bit down tick. RSI indicates stock is gaining some momentum. I would take advantage of this drop here and buy this pharmaceutical company. This is Beyond Meat, which is a plant-based food company, into this weakness here. It's not Beyond Spring, it's Beyond Meat. So it also has a nice sales growth. I would buy some Beyond Meat at these levels. Take advantage of high short ratio and low RSI 41. And we got two more here. We got SENS, Sension, As you see here, this is a bullish chart with 200-day moving average at the top. Nice on the balance volume, and RSI is low, trying to gain some momentum here. Little uptick as you can see here. Check-in money flow is telling you it's pretty stable. And Sension has got nice sales growth as you can see here, and $11 million sales. A high short ratio, 22%. I would take advantage of this and buy some Sension into this little downturn and go from there. And then you got blockchain company, right? Blockchain, and this company is right now trying to see where to go. Up, down, up, down. Nice on the balance volume. RSI showing some momentum here, and check-in money flow is also showing some momentum. And both these stocks, Sension and Riot Blockchain, both have got nice institution buying here, and they also have nice sales growth. So I would buy along with these institutions here, take advantage of the low RSI, and wait for a short squeeze. So with that, here is the quick cheat sheet for you. Look for when you want to buy, look for an entry point by using RSI. RSI below 55 and on the balance volume rising. That's a good indication that smart money is flowing into the stock. You could have a nice entry point here. From an exit point perspective, look for RSI higher than 60 and on the balance volume falling. Always leverage short ratio and insiders and institutions buying as a catalyst, and combined with the high short ratio, that could be a good stock that can show some short squeeze opportunities. And if you're an option trader, pay attention to RSI and IV percentile. When IV percentile is high, you should be a seller. On the other hand, when the IV percentile is low, you should be a buyer of options. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.